everyone, welcome in. Do I trust you? No, yeah, not at all. Are you a mind flayer? Cause like that could change things. um, at least this time Astarion can bite me. I let Astarion bite me, and he sucked all my blood. Like I thought he would just have a little drink and then be done, but he drained all of my blood and I died. I trusted him too much because he was like, "Oh, trust me, I'll stop," and then he did not stop. Yeah, I just thought he would stop on his own, but he doesn't. Yeah, and then in the morning he was like, "Oh, did I kill you? My bad." He did not care at all. You don't trust bears? I mean, bears are just trying their best, like. I don't let him bite me because he tries doing it without your consent. Yeah, I think you should definitely get consent. But you know, he didn't choose to be a vampire. To be fair, he probably it's probably hard for him. Like it's probably I don't know what it feels like, but maybe it's just like he feels like he's dying of hunger. But it seems like he can survive. It seems like he can survive without blood. I don't really know. Like I guess he's stronger with blood, but it seems like he's okay without it. I don't really get how it works. Or maybe like having the mind flayer in him makes him like less vampire-y, right? That's how I know how much I fit. Fair enough, fair enough. A 10 stream streak. Wow, let's go, let's go. A core viewer, yeah, like a obsessive viewer kind of. But yeah, how's everyone's weekend going? What is my glasses power? Like my prescription? It's pretty bad. I reached -6 on my left eye, so I'm wearing contacts now. If I didn't, I wouldn't be able to read the screen at all. Welcome, Aniko. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Unless you mean like if my glasses have superpowers, maybe. My glasses' only superpower seems to be giving me a little bruise on this part of my nose. I took it into the optician and I was like, "Can you fix it?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can fix it." And then they did something and they didn't even measure my face. So I was like, "Don't you need to know like my face, like how it will fit on my face?" He just changed something and then he just, I don't know. I think I need to take it into my. I took it into like I went to like a random Specsaver, so I was like, "Can you guys adjust these?" So maybe I need to take it into my actual optician, and then they'll like try harder. Um, this time you killed the Grove. Wow, that's so many typos. The Grove, Druids, Jihira, and Halson. Oh, this time you won't kill. Okay, yeah, okay. That was a sentence, right? I had no hope of deciphering what you meant there. But yeah, I haven't played Baldur's Gate in a while. I'm just gonna live vicariously through Istat's playthrough. He said he'll probably play again today. So um, hopefully he has an easier time. Cause I was like, it's tough. Like I'm pretty sure I am 100% sure almost that the difficulty in Baldur's Gate is weird. Like, I don't know what they intended Explorer to be, but like in every other game, the easy mode is like, it's pretty much like you won't fail. Like, it's like, oh, you don't really have to worry about, like, it's like a story mode, right? Like, you don't have to worry about the combat too much. Like, it won't be like it won't be like brain dead, but it will be like, it won't be much of a challenge. Like, you won't die, right? Like, even if you're not that good at the game, like, you won't die. Like, you don't need to, like, delve too deeply into the combat, right? And that's generally what I would expect, like if there's like a normal mode and then there's like an easy mode, that's kind of what I expect it to be. But I think like if you've never played a game like that, the easy mode is quite challenging. Like the easy mode is definitely like you need to be familiar with the combat and you need to understand it. Like you need to really understand the mechanic or else you will die. Like you will just keep wiping. Which I think is a weird decision for a story mode. Because like usually I like playing story games on story mode. I don't like worrying too much about the combat. Like I'm mainly playing for the story. But I feel like this easy mode should be a bit easier, and then they can have harder difficulties for other people. Because like I was kind of annoyed. I was kind of annoyed playing on Explorer. I was like, man, this is actually a bit tough. Even having played the game once through already, I was like playing it by myself. I was like, oh, this is a. I kind of wanted to go a lot smoother, you know. Don't be too harsh on Retsi's clearly her francophone. Sorry. Um, we'll have to translate. You're playing Baldur's Gate 3. You have English Nerf. There's a lot of reading in Baldur's Gate. You spent like 7 for 3 weeks on honor mode so far. You've spent 10 out of 7 for 3 weeks on honor. What does that mean? 10 hours a day, 7 days a week? I don't know what that means. You think Explorer's on the easier end for CRPGs? Yeah, but I guess they didn't. Okay, maybe they just didn't anticipate how widely popular Baldur's Gate 3 would be, right? Because like maybe they were like they probably had a certain audience in mind. They're probably like, oh, like this is for CRPG fans or this is for tactical RPG fans, right? But they didn't anticipate like I would be playing it, you know? They didn't know. So that is possible on that side, but I feel like if you were really a CRPG fan, you probably would be playing on like at least normal. But I guess they, like I said, I think they had the wrong people in mind with the scale, right? And like depending on who like play tested the game and stuff like that, that could have been why. And welcome in Angel. Yes, this is my nerd fit. We're just calling each other nerds, or maybe it was just me. But I'm in my studious fit. 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. I thought you were in school, Ratsi. Are you studying? Where's the rest of the time going? I think the best playtime in your honor mode run was 75 hours. 75 hours? I can't remember how long my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate was. I think it was maybe 30 to 40 hours. I don't remember. You have one class and you're basically done. Okay. Good job. Are you getting good grades? You gotta keep on top of your academic performance. Any less than an A, and we're disappointed. Means you got the dark academia look. Yeah, definitely real dark. I think I'm more of like light academia. I don't know if that's a thing. I guess it's just called like preppy. Aside from accidentally not doing the 5% quiz, no, that free 5%. It's okay. What have I been up to? Welcome in, Estat. Yeah, we're trying not to spoil. I feel like Ratsy's just always spoiling stuff, but we gotta be careful of the spoilers because Estat just started, and we don't want to like. I guess there's not really like big plot twists in the game or anything like that, but yeah, you spoil like really big things from TV shows as well. Jumping rogue dwarf spoilers. Jumping rogue dwarf. Maybe you can get like jumping abilities. Draconian will probably know more than me. But I don't know too much about the other classes. I know like I play mainly like spellcasters. So I'm not really sure what the melee combat looks like. Or jumping combat. I know that a big thing that speedrunners use is that like there's like a wild shape ability where you can like transform into a character, and there's a massive owl. It's called an owl bear. It's like a really big bear that kind of looks like an owl. I don't really get it, but there's like this really big animal, and I think the jump damage is calculated by the weight and how far you fall. So like speedrunners will do like a huge jump down and like with that big creature, and it will like one-shot bosses because it just does so much damage. But I don't know if it works with a dwarf because the dwarf's probably small and light. You think the speedrunners play as sorcerers? Could you get the long jump plus feather fall? Well, so Jack and I had started a tactician run on patch 8, but that was like a while ago, so we ended up restarting. And I was playing sorcerer, but then I feel like wizard is better because as someone who when I was first playing, I was just playing myself, but then I picked up Gale later on, and I was playing Gale, and I was like, Gale's really fun. Like, the wizards get so many cool spells. So then, like, so then now I switched to wizard because I just thought, I don't know what the difference, I don't know what the gameplay difference is between a wizard and a sorcerer, but like, I feel like wizard feels better. I don't know. I didn't really get the point of being a sorcerer. Like, I don't get why there's both. I still don't get it. Like, I understand one is born with magic and one isn't, but like, what is the what is the design decision for having both? Um, you crushing flight. Oh, you drink. Oh, you enlarge it, and then you can enlarge and drink a giant potion. It's a lot. Um, but yeah, it's that's my thoughts on wizard and sword. I feel like wizard seems more fun. I don't know if they get the exact same spells or not. I don't really know. Wizard is a wide selection of spells. Sorcerer has fewer spells, but you get meta magic, which is literally the best thing you can do in D&D. What is meta magic? Is that the twin spell, distance spell, that thing? But I'd rather have the cool spells. Like I like having all the cool options, you know? And I'm really sad that you only get one level 6 spell slot. Like, is there anyone that gets more than one level 6 spell? Because like the level 6 spells are the coolest ones, and I want to use them all. I want to put my arcane door in my globe of invulnerability. You know, like I want to do these things. You know, but it doesn't. The game doesn't want me to do that. I can have technically 2 spell slots if I use that amulet thingy, but it's not enough. I just want to use a lot of spells. Metamucil. What is that again? It's like a medicine, right? You don't think I use meta magic ever in Baldur's Gate 3? I don't know what it is. If you have a spell with arcane battery ability on it, you can cast a level. Where do you get that? So I can have 3 level 6 spells, is what you're saying. Because I can have the amulet that restores a spell slot and you could use it for level 6. Or no, you can't, right? Can you use it for level 5? I can't remember. Maybe you can do anything. You think you're playing spellcasters wrong? What are you doing? Which spellcast? I thought you were. I can't remember what you were playing. You keep changing every time you post. You're like, I'm using this now, and I'm using. All I know is that everyone was roasting you for playing like they were roasting you for playing wild magic, something like that. Welcome in, Jose. In Sorcerer Sundries, there's a legendary caster staff. That's so late in the game. That's at the end. But I guess you don't even get level 6 spells till then anyway. Okay, fine. I'll remember that. There's a legendary caster staff. Okay, I'll just have to search around. I don't think I ever picked that up. I went there and I killed the guy. It was a bad fight. That was our first fight in the late game where we were like, we lost. I was like, oh damn, the game is hard. Even though we had 8 people in our party and we were on Explore. I think we were just low level or something. Or maybe I threw. It's very possible I threw. I don't remember what happened against that guy, but it might have been my fault. Quicken spell is a cheat code though. But I feel like wizard is more fun. I like having the non-combat utility, or like not necessarily like not just damaging spells. Like I like the spells that do weird stuff, you know, like stuff like that. You know what I mean. I think Draconian's just out here spamming the meta spells. But I feel like I like the thing. Okay, I don't like the combat that much in Baldur's Gate, but I like when you're in like a tough situation and you use like a creative solution to beat it. You know, like I think it's kind of fun. Where it's like, oh, we can just like I don't know. Like there's many things you can do. And I think the more spells you have, the more fun it is. Cause it's like you're playing Breath of the Wild, but you have more. What are they called? The rune abilities. Those things. You probably be on your run with Miju because she's trying to avoid fights. I mean, when I was playing the Bard, like you can avoid every fight because like they're so good at talking their way out of stuff. Um, and my day is going pretty well. It just kind of started. How about you? It's like 9. It's like 9 a.m. So whenever people are like, "Oh, how's your day going?" I'm like, "It's 9 a.m. I woke up and I started streaming." I had some coffee. I got ready. And welcome in Tokyo. Glad your day is going well. When you synergize things, like you set the other characters up, that's really fun. I don't think I do that. I tried. I don't use like the buffing spell and stuff like that. I think it's hard because like you have your own character and they do their own thing, but other characters they want other things, right? It's a lot to learn. I feel like that's one thing. Like if I were to make Baldur's Gate more accessible to people who don't play it, I think there needs to be an AI for the for the companions that aren't like as useless as the ones that I tried to use. Like I feel like there needs to be like control only yourself mode because I feel like that's a lot to ask. I feel like it's a lot to ask. Like if you're already struggling with the combat and you have to play like multiple classes that all like function very differently, it's like I feel like that's a lot. Like I feel like you can maybe you can like have your certain characters controlled by AI and then take them over later if you feel like you feel like comfortable with it. Doing homework as usual, yeah. Do control spells instead of crits for the rest of the part. Oh, I do that though. I'm actually good. I do that. Because I was playing Bard. Me, fairy firing, hold person. Oh my god, I was so happy when I got this. Okay, because you get this spell called hold person, and then, but like 90% of enemies you try to do it, and they're like, oh, they're not person enough. Like it's like you're like this guy is like clearly humanoid, and they're like, oh, that's not a person. You can't. They have to be like just a normal human, you know? It's like a robot that looks like a human. You're like, no, that doesn't count. Or it's like a person that has like horns, and you're like, oh, that doesn't count. Like it's so stupid. And then you get this spell later called hold monster, and it works on everything. And you're like, even people. It's like hold person. Like hold person is like this many people, and then like hold monster is like this many people, but the hold person is inside, you know? Sanctuary Shadowheart was scary. Oh my, she was so weird. Why did she do that? She played worse than me, and that's hard. That's hard. I don't even spam that spell, because like what's the point of using it multiple times? Act 2 boss order human doesn't count. I know, there's so many bosses where I'm like, that's gotta work. I'm like, it's got hold person. That's a person, you know? And they're like, oh, they're very like specific of what they consider to be a person, you know? I don't agree with. I don't think it's worth taking that spell because it barely does anything. Like and like 90% of the time, or like for example, like the guys with wings, like they don't count either. It's like it's silly. It's silly. I have a vendetta against that spell. I'm gonna call up. What are those people called? The people who make D&D? Some water. Whatever. You know what I mean, right? What is the Wizard of Coast? Okay, I had the water. Water. Coast is near water. I had the right idea. I'm gonna call them up and complain about hold person. I think it's stupid. After finishing an essay, you need to do math homework. Oh no. That's a worst of both worlds. A whole essay and then math as well. Yeah, it's I had my issues with Baldur's Gate, but I'm gonna continue to. I'm just gonna watch a stat play and give bad advice. Or I'll try. I'll say what I do. I'm like, just spam magic missile. It will work every time. Which is not bad advice. Use ChatGPT. Homework is done. You can continue watching Twitch. Except you'll get caught. You'll get caught. They have some AI, a lot of AI detections these days. Where the coast? I'm just gonna call it Water of the Coast. Water of the Coast. Haven't listened to player complaints since the 2010s. What? That's crazy. That use Fairy Fire. I love Fairy Fire. It is so good. You just put Fairy Fire on the opponents and it makes them, it like debuffs them. I don't know what it does. I think it gives you advantage. I think it gives you advantage. You can probably give it to Gale. And then maybe you can use your rogue stuff because the rogue needs advantage. Possibly. I don't know how rogues work. I never figured. I was playing Astarion for a bit, but I think I changed him to the Archer. Or it's not called Archer, right? It's called like a... What is it called? Me do with the Radiant Orb set would be OP. I don't know what that is. They're usually called Watsy. Watsy? Really? I don't like that. I don't like that. I'll just call them the D&D guys. Are they the ones who sent that hitman to that guy's house? Or that's someone else? Is that like a card company? Figured rogues do a lot of sneak backstabby things. I think they do, yeah. I think they do. I'm not too familiar about rogues. I think they're kind of tough to use. I don't think they were a recommended class for me. Because it's hard. It requires more strategic thinking, which I don't like to do. They sent the Pinkertons together. Oh, right. Yeah, it's those guys. If you apply Radiant Orb to enemy attacks, then you can give them -1 to attack. Yeah, that's silly. That's silly. Who needs to do that when you could just... No. When I was playing Sorcerer, I was spamming Ice Knife, and Jack was not happy about this. I used Ice Knife every chance I got. Like every single combat encounter, I was ready with the Ice Knife. But it kind of makes the battlefield treacherous, you know. So it was a bit of it's a bit of a mixed bag because it's like now there's ice on the ground, and sometimes the circle is very unclear where it will hit. You know, it's like the person is not your teammate is not light. You know, like they get like highlighted. Sometimes they're not highlighted, and then I click on it, and then it hits them anyway. You know, so I accidentally hit people a lot. So that's why I'm not supposed to use Ice Knife, but I do love Ice Knife. It's my new favorite spell. Jack would be unhappy with you. You spam a lot of Ray of Frost and Shadowheart Radiant cantrip. That's fine. That's fine. He would be okay with that because those are cantrips. I think my biggest weakness is using the spells all the time. But like the spells are way cooler. I don't want to just hit Fireball all the time. You know, like I just want to. I wish there must be a mod where you don't get spell slots, right? Like, because like essentially you do have infinite spell slots outside, like between battles, right? Like there's no reason not, like the only thing holding you back from resting between every fight is like it just takes a while, you know? Like it's just a bit tedious to do. Like if you could just instantly do it, then you would, right? But now I don't really understand. Okay, I have a D&D question. Because okay, if you're just playing D&D with like people, then what is the point of spell slots if you can just rest at any point, right? It's not like you have to physically do something. It's not like does the DM just make it really slow? Like what is the, or did they just say like no, you can't rest? Like how does it work? Because I feel like if you were just playing in person, you would just have infinite spell slots. IRL D&D is typically 3 to 4 fights before a long rest. But what if your party is just like, we want to rest, we're gonna lie down, we're gonna sleep? Like what are they gonna do? Say no? How does it, or do they say like you don't have food? Like I don't know if it works the same way. Like I don't know if you have like resources like food in Baldur's Gate. That's the part I don't get. But maybe it's just like agreed upon. Otherwise, there's no point in the spell slots. But I feel like I would just want to rest. I'd be like, I'm resting. I'm sleeping. Maybe they end the session. They're like, okay, well, if you're gonna sleep, you gotta sleep in real life. It's gonna be a real day. I have no idea. I feel like it's there's many things I don't understand about the real one. If you just long rested, took one fight, and then long rest an hour later, you probably become lethargic. Is that a real thing? You become lethargic because you're sleeping too much? Like, hey, stop sleeping so much. I mean, IRL, yes. If you had a full night's sleep. But like, who knows how long that battle took you? Canonically, you probably spent hours walking between place to place, right? That's silly. If we're gonna be realistic about it, you know, like I feel like a lot of you know situations you'd be walking for a while. It's not like they have cars, you know, like they don't have cars. Or maybe they're using teleportation spells. It's a real thing if the DM decides it's a real thing. The spell slots. I guess that's just up to how you guys want to play. Like, I'm assuming all the rules are like negotiable, right? Because you're just playing with your friends, right? Like you're just playing for fun. So it's not like there's like laws, right? Like you can play any way you want. Rounds in D&D are like 1 minute, something short. What's a round? Like one person's turn? One turn equals 6 seconds. That's really short. That's really short. But like, surely most people aren't that strict about it. You know, if you're playing with your friends like their friends like they're with like a stopwatch, like go, and then you don't move, and they're like, it's over. You can't play. You know. Your old group, we didn't have camp supplies for long rests, and also no ammo for bows. There's ammo for bows? Really? That seems bad. Do you know any good site that translates to English? No, I don't. Sorry. Most DMs are strict about long rest, kind of OP if you can cast level 6 spells every encounter. But that's fun. Like I like my level 6 spells. I think they're cool. I mainly use the non-damage ones anyway. But the level 6 spells are the most cool, right? Like they have like more stuff. That's why I was. But then you only get to use it for like the last bit of the game, or in Baldur's Gate at least. Imagine spending hours of free time every week coming up with adventures for your friends, only for me to go, guys, let's long rest after every battle. No, they would know it in advance. And so they would balance it accordingly, right? They can go hard on every battle as long as I can, you know, use my, like, I just want to use my spells that are like, yeah, the globe is fun. Like, you know, there's sometimes, like, there's sometimes missions where you have to like protect someone, and then you do like you can put the globe on them, and then in one of the things I can't remember where it was, but like there was like a place where you have to protect a bunch of the workers in the factory, and then like I put the globe down on our guy because we were getting like hit really hard, and then our allies started like coming into the globe. And then the globe was so full of people. There was like 10 people in there. And then sometimes the enemies come in too. And you're like, well, if the enemy comes in, like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Globe. Globe is so cool. And then there's like even the damaging spells are really cool. Like I don't even mind if they're like weaker. They're just cooler. Like they're like, you compare Firebolt to like, I don't remember any level 6 spells because I barely got to use them. I only got to use 2. But like there's cool ones, and I didn't get to even learn them all, you know? Miju would make the DM quit because she kills every boss the DM spent hours on to kill in 4 turns. Actually, when Jack and I were discussing D&D campaigns, I was like, if I play D&D, you must ensure that at every fight there are no more than two or three enemies. Because like I hate fights where there's so many enemies. Like that's super annoying to me. Like I'd rather have like just one big boss. You know, I feel like it's easier to keep track of, or like maybe like a couple of ads or something like that. But also, I don't like combat that much, so I would be okay if it's kind of short. Gotta play a fantasy game to have a long rest. True, true. I think your English is understandable, even though it isn't your first language. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Your friend and I in your old group had some magical box he would place he would place he would what? You had a magical box you would place on your cloud kill? It's a cloud kill. You make an actual gas chamber for bosses. What are you saying? What are you saying? You just got to bed. Now it's time for work. Oh no. Hope work is not too bad. Hope you got a nice long rest before work. The Gondians are #1. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what a Gondian is. It's that a big yellow thing supposed to be like an egg. Yeah, it's an egg. His name is Gudetama, and his whole thing is that he's an egg, but he's lazy. He likes to sleep. You love combat. The role playing parts is boring. No. I mean, I've never done like truly role playing, but like in Baldur's Gate, I like the combat. I like the dialogue options. Less combat means the DM has to make more characters and dialogue though, which is very time consuming unless they're a master. I think they should just make it up. Yeah, that's my that's my wish. I was on Wednesday while Sat was playing Baldur's Gate. I was telling Ernie, I was like, we gotta play D&D together, and she was like, oh yeah, I can try DMing. And she was like, we could just do like a pre-made story, and I was like, no, write a story. She did not seem enthused. And writing a story for me would probably be a disaster, honestly. It would probably be very, very challenging. Because I think whatever you write for me would probably end up being derailed somehow. Like I don't know. I guess if you write it knowing what kind of person I am, you could kind of predict what I would do. You know? I think I'm a nice guy when I play Baldur's Gate, you know? I always try and do the right decision. And I like what am I trying to say? I like helping my teammates. Cloud Kill is a level 5 poison spell. Gondians, the factory. No, the factory workers kept coming into my globe. they were just I don't know what they were doing, but they just kept coming in. Which is good, I guess, because they can't die. Hirmija hates the yellow egg thing. No, that's slander. Slander. Pirate software improvises. You guys are saying things I don't. What is that? Is that a person? Ernie is a girl. Kind of assume she was a guy. Since the only person I know, people I know that are big into D&D are guys. What? Okay. To be fair, it can be understandable because like Ernie is typically a men's name, but no, Ernie is a woman through and through. But I think I was saying this before, but I was surprised. Actually, D&D is very popular among women. I was doing some research online, and it's actually way more popular with women than other stereotypically male things. Like I don't know, like fantasy has a pretty almost equal gender distribution. But as I was looking online about like women who play D&D, a lot of them play within themselves. Like they have like they play with like female groups or people that they're very close with that they trust, right? Because I was looking online, and as you can imagine, the girls who have gone out and like played with like random people or like D&D groups with people they don't really know have had really terrible experiences. As you can imagine. In my playthrough, say it was run away, getting opportunity attack, and then Misty step back in. What? That's weird. I mean, I think if you put the globe down, they have some sort of AI, and they like really want to get in the globe. That's what I was. They kept like blocking the way. Cause I put the globe down, but then like everyone gathered, like it was on like the top of the stairs, and I put the globe down there, and then like everyone gathered, and like you couldn't get through, right? Cause like they were blocking the entire stairs, cause like they all came into the globe. Hot, yes, yes. I've been really enjoying Hot recently. I was watching a lot of Le Seraphim videos. I'm learning the, oh, I'll let you guys guess. What Le Seraphim dance am I learning right now? It's not Hot, cause like that one I just learned the chorus and it was pretty chill. I can see they can make any story into D&D. Exactly, exactly. Random nerds who can't talk to girls make girls feel uncomfortable. Exactly, exactly. So maybe they're more private about liking these things because like they don't want to talk about it. Easy, no, easy looks so hard. It's like wait, I actually I really struggle with hip hop. I think I'm just really bad at hip hop dances. So like anytime like any like New Jeans dances are like quite tough for me. Even though I do love New Jeans dances and I want to learn them, but like I find them really tough. It's not come over. That one's really tough too. I was saying I can't do isolations. Like I cannot move just my head. Like it will not move like that. Like I think my neck is just too stiff. I have a very stiff neck. Don't we all though? It's not easier to come over. It's bad guesses. Bad guesses. You miss New Jeans? They are a great dance group, for sure. Need you as a neck skill issue. I really do. You never realize how stiff your neck is until you try to dance and you're like have to move your neck around a lot and you're like, damn it. Just we all spend a lot of time on the computer. We all probably have really stiff necks. Let's be real. Try stretching your neck right now. It's stiff. Different? No. Crazy or smart? You guys are terrible at guessing. You're not close. Unforgive. I already know unforgiven. And walk of in positive. She's right, it's stiff. I told you. I think if you spend a lot of time on the computer, it's always stiff. Anti-fragile. I already know that one as well. Oh, you're guessing every Seraphim song except the one I am actually learning. Nice outfit. Thank you. Thank you. I love my. I don't know what I call this. Very academic, scholarly. Perfect night. I already know that one too, actually. Although I kind of suck at it. It's weirdly not as easy as it looks. Piero. No. Not a huge fan of that. Very librarian look. True, true. That's me. I used to work at a library. Is it a newer song? It's not that new. Honestly, I never really listened to Piero until Kalani posted that video, and then I watched it. And I was very impressed by Yoonjin's rap. I was like, damn, wait, she can actually rap kind of good. Blue Flame, no. I don't know what Star Signs is. Crazy. That was already guessed. There's not that many Le Seraphim songs left. There might only be the one I've learned. Or maybe a couple. Welcome in, Con. Everything well. Even Psyche. Yes, that's what I'm learning. You got it. That one? 1900 Hot and Fun. I don't know what that is. Did they have a Le Seraphim song called 1900 Hot and Fun? What does that even mean? But I can never remember the name of the song, Even Psyche. Because I said it yesterday as Eve, Bluebeard, and Psycho, but that's not correct. It's like Eve, Bluebeard's wife, and Psyche, or Eve, Psyche, Bluebeard. It's something like that. But we all know what I mean. Happy weekend to you too. It's a very rainy, not nice weekend here, but we need that sometimes. It's a Le Sserafim song, like 1800. Oh, 1-800, like a phone number. 1-800. That makes more sense. 1900s. It's like, the 1900s? It's so hot and fun in the 1900s. But yeah, I went through a bunch of Le Sserafim videos, and I have concluded, this is my K-pop cold take. This is my K-pop coldest take. I think Chaewon is the best dancer in Le Sserafim. I don't think they have official titles. And I have concluded Chaewon is the best dancer and the best singer. She really can do everything. And I was like, damn, she really did it all. Like if they had, that might be why they don't have titles. That might be why they don't have official positions. Also, the position thing is a bit silly, to be fair. You're born in the 1900s, like between 1900 and 1910. That's impressive. Or like all of the 1900s, the 20th century. Chaewon Ace, for real. Like I've concluded this, and she is definitely the best dancer. But then I think the second best dancer is Yoonjin, because Yoonjin's actually quite good at dancing as well, very impressively. But I think Chaewon, especially watching Come Over, and they were doing like the isolations. I think Chaewon did it better. Jennifer, yes, her. Like the century. You're not over 100. Are you sure? That'd be quite impressive. That'd be quite impressive if you were using Twitch when you were 110 years old. But yeah, that's my K-pop ranking. I should make those videos that are like ranking Le Sserafim in different categories, and I'm like ranking and singing. If you want my ranking and singing, I will say ranking and singing. It's Chaewon, Yoonjin, and then now I might put Kazuha above, because I was watching their hot encore stage, and like Kazuha is when she's given lines that she's comfortable in, she sounds really good, and she's actually improved a lot. So like I might put her third. 1995. That's very late into the 1900s. Your caretaker is typing your messages for you. No, you gotta type yourself, man. You're 110. You gotta do it yourself. Chaewon is your bias? I mean, she's a good bias to have. She's very talented. Jennifer, Lisa, Rose, Jenny, Wendy. What is this list? Idols with white names? Is that the list? Maybe. I don't know. That may be the list. I don't know. I don't understand. Oh, if it's not listing name characters. I thought you were just listing idols who have like non-Korean names. I was like, oh wow, you missed a lot, No one will know it's K-pop idols. Yeah, no one will know. But yeah, that's my vocal ranking of Le Sserafim, and my dance ranking. I'm not familiar enough with dancing to really judge that, I think. Like I feel like I kind of can tell like when someone's a better dancer than another person, but it can be hard to tell. And it can depend like between the songs as well. Cuz like I feel like vocally, I feel like I'm sorry, I keep saying I feel like vocally, I think I know enough to be able to judge it, but dancing sometimes is tough. We're actually gonna name the idols in Istat K-pop group. Are you the center of that group? Thanks for watching. Like and sub. Damn. Your ranking is Saki 1, everyone else also 1. You can't rank everyone 1. That defeats the ranking. Welcome back, welcome back. It's Sebastian, right? Hope you're doing well. I appreciate the prime. Yeah, that's my. And then I was thinking about Twice, but I feel like Twice has changed a lot. You know, like I feel like it's been a while. It's been a while. I think I would have trouble vocally ranking the middle members. Like I feel like I would put them in tiers. Like I would put them in tiers of skill, but I don't know like between each one. They've liked each member at a different time, therefore they're all number one. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Kazuha. I love Kazuha. Do I love her vocals? Not that much, but do I love her everything else? Yeah. Also, I love the blonde Kazuha moment in Come Over. I was like, damn, I don't know if we've seen blonde Kazuha before. She looked good. That's my ranking. Don't forget Suzy. There's a lot of idols with Western names. I was like, man, there's actually too many to list. It's like every third idol. Yunjin is your favorite, but Sakura got you into Le Seraphim. Used to watch her gaming videos, her Fortnite videos. No way. And an IS1, of course. Gotta love IS1. Miji loves Sakura vocals. Not the slander. I will not comment. Will not comment on this. But speaking of, vocals I can compliment. I was watching you guys. I posted in the Discord because I was trying to figure out who was who, and I was watching Espa's performance at Coachella, and they can sing, and I was very impressed. Like Karina is not even one of their vocalists, or she's maybe like a sub vocalist or whatever. And Karina can sing. I was like, damn, the SM Water is very different. And Wakamin Young, we with classic fit today. We are. Is that a purple dragon in the background? This is Kog'Maw from League of Legends. Speaking of League of Legends, were we speaking of League of Legends? No, we were not. Karina, Unreal, face card never declines. True. Well, I was very impressed where she sings like what was the line that she sang? It was from Savage. It was can't remember what it was, but she was really good. So that Jack knew which one was winter, but Miju didn't. I don't think Jack is into K. Jack's really into K-pop. What do you mean? He loves K-pop. Was it Gimme Now? It might have been like Gimme Now. Maybe it was something like that. She sang something and it was good. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. And I was watching. Well, like Winter did really well in the Coachella performance. Like Ning, I feel like was not having her best day. And then I was watching other videos of Ning singing, and she's really good. Just because you have one, like she didn't sound like bad during Coachella, but it clearly wasn't like the peak of her vocal ability in that moment. And then I was watching her later, and her voice is crazy as well. Like especially her lower range, it's like really good, which is not as common for idols. And welcome in Jimmy, very preppy outfit. Thank you. Winter does amazing all the time. I mean, I haven't seen her all the time, but she was amazing at Coachella for sure. I feel like even really good singers have bad performances. I'm sure Beyonce has had a bad performance, like that doesn't mean they're not good singers. Sometimes they're just not in good condition, right? Like sometimes K-pop idols are not allowed to, they just didn't sleep at all, or like they haven't eaten in 3 days, like they probably don't always put on the best performance if they're not feeling well. I think that's fine. We're only human. You don't know enough about singing to know what is bad, so I take stands. I feel like I don't know. I don't have an issue with, there's nothing wrong with liking like not technically perfect performances, right? Like we like a lot of singers who are not like we don't like singers just because they're like really good at singing, right? Like we can like how their voice sounds, and like we can like what how they sound, and like what how it might be like emotionally compelling, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be like we don't like we don't necessarily like the just the best singer, right? Their bad performance would be your best performance. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, but the one thing that bothers me is that like I feel like a lot of people. I mean, it's understandable because like the music industry has so much trickery, right? But I think a lot of people cannot tell when um a lot of people cannot tell when something is not live, right? Like a lot of times, like you see, like under every performance, like they're like, oh, like they sound exactly like the record or whatever. But like a lot of times it's not live. It doesn't mean they're not good singers, of course, but like you just have to know that, right? Because like sometimes like for example, you'll be watching like a boy group and they'll be doing like a backflip. Okay, maybe not actually, but they'll be like literally like they'll be doing like a backflip, and then they're like singing, and then you're like, okay, they're obviously like not singing that, because like if you're even if you're like jumping, you will hear it in your voice, right? Like it will you won't sound you could hear them like breathing, right, in that moment. Um, but like stuff like that is like not realistic to be sung live, and that's fine. Like no one's expecting you to sing while jumping. Um, but like yes, I think a lot of people, even if it's like really really clearly not live, a lot of people cannot tell. BB literally told the tech guys are showing for autotune in Toronto. Yeah, so that's another thing too. Like live autotune is so common. Like I was watching some concert videos of some idols, and like there's so like sometimes the live autotune is like way too strong. Um and a lot of people don't realize that you can have live autotune. Like even if there's no backtrack, even if they're just singing like standing there singing a ballad, there can be autotune on the mic, and it is done live quite often. You try and sing while you do Zumba. It's tough, man. It's tough. Um One performance of House Suite, you can hear Honey laughing during. Nice, nice. Have y'all seen Jenny on Hot Ones? No, I haven't seen him, sorry. Welcome in, Hugo. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I think that's another thing too. Like, and that the thing that annoys me, like, I don't mind. Obviously, like, autotune is everywhere. Like, every single song, like, on like released has like some sort of like processing and like pitch correction, right? Which is fine. But like when they put it on too strongly, especially when the singer is already good, I think it takes away from the vocals. Cuz like I think it kind of like smooths everything out, and it takes away certain like vocal qualities they may have. Even if it's not like 100% perfect, like I feel like good singers sound worse with autotune most of the time, which is annoying. Like if you autotune Wendy, I think she'll sound worse. You know, it kind of just like flattens everything, and a lot of vocal decisions she may be making are like smoothed away. Um, did you guys know IU's name is Lee Jun? Yeah, it is. Her name is not obviously IU. Imagine being born, you're like, I'm gonna name my child. I mean, it would be. There's a lot of weird names out there these days. Maybe it wouldn't be like completely unheard of. I wonder why she's called IU. I mean, she does have an I and a U in her name, but they're not really like the. She that's not really like the main part of her name. Yeah, there's. I think like if you're like a yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of weird Zoomer names these days. You know, her real name's June. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's like a secret. To be fair, for K-pop, especially, it's about aesthetics rather than singing abilities. Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially these days. Like I think back in the day, they used to sing live more, but nowadays not as much, and I don't think they care as much about vocal performance. Which for me, it's like, I mean, I say this a lot, but like I feel like I'm not expecting everyone to be like an incredible singer. Like I'm not expecting that, but they do release music. And I feel like they should at least be able to sing what they put out. You know, like they should at least be able to sing their portion of the song. Like if they're given a line in a song, they should be able to sing that. And I don't think that's like a too much to ask. Like if you release a song and you're singing this line on the song, you should be able to sing that line. um thanks for the thanks for the K-pop profiles fun facts, Redley. You're there for the dance performances? True, true. There's some good dances out there. I was watching I was watching 17's latest dance, and that's fun as well. Every time I watch like boy group performances, like man, I wish I could do that. You know? There's a lot of girl group performances I can't do, but the boys just look cool, man. Like and new jeans as well. Like any like I think boy group dances, they tend to pull more from hip hop. And some girl groups do, but not as much. And I just think hip hop looks cool. Um, I agree, but you have to take it up with their companies because I think idols themselves would love to showcase their vocals. I think some idols would love to showcase their vocals, and um, I think in yeah, I don't blame the idols for this, right? Like they debut and they're like children. Like obviously it's not really their fault in that situation. It's more just like when I say like they should be able to sing their part, I'm saying like the company should give them parts that are within their skill level, and they should give them proper training so they can increase their skill level and also like not harm their voice trying to sing these things. Because like I notice a lot of times, like for example, like in like eyes one and stuff like that, like someone they'll be like, oh, you need to sing high notes, like you need to like belt out this really high note, even if they can't do it safely. And I think it's really dangerous, and I don't think like you should force them to do that because like that's just setting them up for failure. Like they're gonna have a voice crack if they're not doing it properly, or they're gonna hurt their voice and then it's gonna crack or whatever. So I think yeah, it is on the companies for sure. And I think they're the ones like they know these idols like vocal singing level, right? And they should, you know, I feel like they should at least be at a certain like minimum level for them to feel comfortable. And I think it's hard on the idols too. Like Sakura seems terrified to sing live. Like she does not seem comfortable singing live because she like I obviously like I think she knows that she's not a strong singer, right? But like she has to sing, right? She's being put on the stage and they're like you have to sing in front of these people, and she's scared, right? Because she knows she doesn't know how to do a good job, right? No one trained her to do that. So I think yeah, it's mainly on the companies, and I don't think they should be better at that stuff. Um, the boy groups do a lot of taekwondo moves when they dance. Really, that's cool. Um, Next wedding get invited to, you'll invite Yoonjin, and she can come showcase her vocal. What do you think happens at a wedding? You think the guests come on stage and sing? What kind of wedding is this? um, you still cry watching her break down at singing practice? Honestly, I've seen that clip, and her singing teacher is like the most useless teacher ever. I'm like, no wonder Le Seraphim has trouble singing. Like their singing teacher is not helping them. She was like, oh, like you just have to be more confident, and you just have to, you know, just don't worry about what people think and just like try hard, you know? And I was like, that is the most useless advice. Like, that's the most useless advice. Like, Sakura is not stupid. She can hear herself sing. She's probably watched videos of her, and she when she sings in the studio, she's going to hear herself, and she knows she's struggling. Like she's like, I'm not singing well, and I want to know how to sing better. And the singing teacher is just like, oh, you just have to be more confident. But like, she's not stupid. She's not gonna be confident when she can hear herself and knows that she is not singing well, right? Like, what a weird what a weird advice. Like imagine if you're like sick and the doctor is like, oh, like you just have to get better. Like what do you mean? And like it's their job to train her. Do the record companies own the K-pop idols? Essentially, yeah. They have a band or DJ? Yeah, but what do you mean you're gonna invite her as the musical, like, as part of the band? Because if you're just a guest at the wedding, you can't just get up and start singing. Um, you need you in Baldur's Gate, just be more confident. For real, for real. She's not gonna be confident after hearing this. I mean, I think it's okay to criticize her vocal abilities. I don't think it's okay to like hate on her. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, Sakura sucks because she can't sing. Like, that's obviously not okay. But like, I think it's valid to be like, hey, like, you release music and you're not able to sing the songs, right? Like, obviously the company should be providing her training, but I don't think it's acceptable either way. How to get better at the skill? Yeah, just don't suck. Exactly. As your guest, we can do karaoke. Okay, Ratsy. I like how your reaction to that is, I'm going to invite Yoonjin to a wedding. Makes perfect sense. Confidence equals charisma, and charisma is Bard's spell casting stat. True? I mean, is confidence charisma? I feel like they're different. You could be confident and very uncharismatic. You know? No wonder Miju only uses magic missile doesn't miss. Oh no, my confidence. What song is this? It's Basics by Twice. It's a good one. It's one of their B-sides from Talk That Talk, I think. I wonder if companies believe that if they change their model where they focus on talent, that they won't make a profit. Like, if they put vocal abilities first, they can cultivate a fan base to profit rather than doing it focusing on looks and appearance. I think they don't care. I really think they don't care. Like, they're making money now. And why would they change when they're making money now, right? Like, it's like Le Sserafim is very successful, and they don't have the strongest vocals, right? So I don't think they're like, I don't really think they care. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna auto-tune them on the record, and they'll just lip sync on the stage. Charisma is a force of personality. Surely confidence boosts that. Yeah, I don't know. Charisma is a force of personality. Confidence. I mean, yeah, I don't think you can be charismatic without being confident, but I think you can be confident without being charismatic. We have some examples. What happens to the K-pop idols when they get too old? I think they just retire. Or they like move on to other entertainment industries. Like, they become just a singer, or they become like an actor, stuff like that. Or they just go on variety shows. That's what I mean. They don't have an incentive to change because, as you said, they're making money now. Exactly. Like, it's just like, that's just me as someone who personally cares about vocals. And if it were up to me, all idols would be at like some minimum level of singing where they sound good and they can sound comfortable. And they can perform on stage better because they're more comfortable with their singing, and they can sing more easily, and they can, they feel better, that kind of stuff. But obviously, they don't care. Yeah. We all know the companies only care about money. They do not care about the well-being of the idols. They do not care about the artistry of the music. Like, they just care about money. It's very, very coldest take. They go live on a farm. Yeah, once they turn 30, they go live on the farm. What do you mean by we have examples? Surely she means you. I didn't name any names. I just said it's possible. The Baby Monster members have been sick or have had health problems this tour. I mean, that's what I think as well. Like, I feel like they must be, it must be really tough on them physically as well, right? And then like people say like they're doing so much manual, it's not manual labor. They're doing like a bunch of exercise, right? And they probably don't eat enough. That's one thing. It's very concerning. But yeah, if it were up to me, every idol would be like a good singer or like at least a decent singer. Like they don't have to be like amazing. Even for me, like the worst singer in the group would still be able to sing comfortably. Like you give them like it doesn't have to be like a really vocally challenging line. You give them a simple line, and they can sing it. That's my low bar, and K-pop is not at that bar. But I also think that groups would only be better if they were good at singing, right? Like if the Seraphim were the same, but everyone could sing really well, I think they would have a lot more freedom in what they can do vocally on their tracks, right? Like what kind of music they can put out. They wouldn't be held back by like, oh, like Sakura can't sing this, so we gotta change it, you know? Like so, like obviously they still do well now, but I think they would still do better. Um, I think they would still like it would only improve things if they could sing. Um, they need a chef. You'll gladly learn to cook if they come on the tour. Gotta make sure. I feel like every single point we make about K-pop, Ratzi has some parasocial comment about it. Every single time. Here's a 50-calorie meal. Now go do intense dancing for hours. For real, for real. No wonder they're like fainting on stage and stuff, you know? I want their dances to be comfy too. Maybe even comfy chairs for the performer. They just sit down like this. I do think sometimes they get dances they're not comfortable with. We won't even get into that. Like the inappropriate dances when there's like minors in the group. Like we wouldn't even that's a whole other can of worms. You have a hot take about you. You can't just say that, Young. You gotta say the hot take. I've been alienating every K-pop fan right now. Like you gotta bring it in. You started going on runs. It was where my brain cooks parasocial. For every parasocial scenario, you run a mile. Ratzi would be so fit if he did that. Every time you say a parasocial comment, 10 burpees. Oh, that's a crazy workout. That's a crazy workout routine for Ratzi. That's the time. I have infinite hot takes about K-pop vocals. Okay. Hot take: K-pop isn't good. Define good. Define good. Cause I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I like the dances. I like the songs. Not every dance, not every song, but you know, I think it's fun. It's not artistically fulfilling. That's not a hot take. That's not a hot take. There's no artistry in K-pop. It is manufactured. Wrote 10,000 burpees in a day as well. Are you saying you have 100 parasocial scenarios a day, Ratzi? I mean, to be fair, you've already done like 3 or 4 just this stream. It's only been an hour. Do I stay as a wizard so you can keep summoning minor elemental and big elemental, or go back to sorcerer? No, stay as a wizard. Wait, I don't know what minor elemental is. You don't count, but better safe than sorry. We'll start counting now. I think you're at like 3. Yunjin wedding, someone cooking something. There's probably one before that too. I don't remember. Something like that. But yeah, I think if you want like true, like if you want artistic music, like I don't think there is much art in K-pop. Like there's some things. Like I think there's some things like, for example, like K-pop is not just about the idols. Like there's obviously a lot of music videos are very well made. Like the visual effects, the not costumes, the clothes, the sets, there can be artistry there. But I think in general it's very manufactured. And idols are products. Like I think most K-pop fans understand that like idols are essentially products to be sold. Like it's like them, their image, their song and dance is a small part of it, but it's like really the idols themselves, right? That are the product. And I think a lot of idols who there's not a lot of idols who genuinely didn't like who genuinely love music. There are some idols who genuinely care about music, but I think they're less common than idols who are not necessarily they don't like hate music or anything like that, but I don't think they necessarily take it seriously, you know? On a hot take, but some fans are just as bad as some of the companies. The fans in question also don't care about skills, but about what idols look like. That's not a hot take, Young. You didn't need to tease that. Come on. There are some really. I mean, yeah, people. I mean, obviously, people care about different things, but I think fans can be just as cruel as companies. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with like I really don't think there's anything wrong with not caring about idol skills. Like not everyone cares if like it's totally valid to not care if you're like to be like I love Sakura and I don't care if she can't sing. Like that's I think that's valid. Like I don't have any or like even liking a singer. Like I'd be like, "Oh, I like hearing Sakura sing cuz I like her voice or whatever." Like I think I don't understand that, but I think that's valid. Like people can like what they like. And I think it's just the reality of the industry where it's like it's mainly about looks, right? Are you gonna be streaming when I eat lunch? Well, when are you eating lunch? That's I would maybe. Jetta Life is an amazing music video. Spent many hours watching it. Yeah, like I think there is artistry there. It's not necessarily from the idols themselves, but like obviously yes, it's constructed to be marketable, right? Like the music video is still there to make money and stuff like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there are artists behind it, like choreographers, all that stuff. But it's not K-pop is not the most artistic genre of music. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Like I think there's nothing wrong with shallow music. Like obviously if all music was shallow, that would suck. But if some music is shallow, why not? It's similar to football players in a way. What do they only care about the looks for football players? These companies have done an amazing job selling their idols to me. Rose and Yoonjin both strike me as they love music. I agree. Yeah. Like Rose, Yoonjin, Soyeon. I think they genuinely care about music, and I think Wendy genuinely cares about her singing as like an art, right? She takes it seriously, and yeah, but I think that's less common. And for a lot of them, I think singing is just like part of their job. I don't know. We speak about spaces that have hardcore diehard fans. Sometimes you might get gutted, especially on social media. I think I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think a lot of K-pop fans are very young. I think K-pop fandom generally skew quite young, which may explain a lot of behavior that you see online. I think that's just my guess. Because like there's a lot of fans who will like defend their idols like no matter what. Like even if you're just giving like valid criticism, you're like, oh, like I didn't like their outfit, or like I didn't think they sang that well in this performance, or like whatever. Like, but they will like defend them to the death. Like it's like a lot of people will make their interest or like what they're a fan of, like they'll make it a part of themselves and like a part of their personality. So like if it's like if you attack their idol, or if you attack their it doesn't even have to be like it doesn't have to be K-pop. Like it could be like their favorite movie. It could be like oh like that's a good movie, but like I didn't like the writing on this part. Like for some people will make it a part of themselves and they'll take that personally, right? It's like and I think that's common. Especially in like more like fandom spaces. In 2 hours of your lunchtime, I might still be streaming. You like when art has a singular voice that is trying to say something rather than being background music or entertainment. I mean that's fair enough, but I think there's space for both. Like I think there's room for like more artistic music, and there's room for just music that's just for fun, you know? And I think you can like both, you can like just one, like whatever. Sports athletes are also products, like how many fan favorites get traded or leave their team. I don't know much about that actually. I thought, but like, doesn't it really matter their skills as well, like winning? Your one uneducated coworker calls me a 14-year-old when I talk to him about, I'm assuming you mean K-pop. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of older K-pop fans. Like, obviously, we are a part of them. But I think the people who are very rabid online are probably younger. Hopefully younger. American sports for sure, because players never play for their hometown teams because of their draft system. I mean, yeah, they're like franchises, right? So like certain players are like star players. But it seems okay when people get traded. I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends who it is. I don't know. Obviously, I think there's similarities there, but maybe not as parasocial. I mean, I don't know if sports are parasocial, but I don't think so. But I think sports fans are also similar, especially older sports fans. They make it a part of their identity. But that's a different thing. I think people got really toxic about winning and losing, which is I think different in sports than it is in something like K-pop. He said Attack on Idols is like an attack on them and their perspective. Yeah, exactly. Or like some people are just. I think it's not necessarily people's fault. I think K-pop really encourages. It's like K-pop is really trying to sell the parasocialism, right? Is that a word? Parasocialism. But yeah, K-pop really leans into that. So if people like fall for it, then obviously that's a lot of marketing is trying to make you fall for it. The weird thing about American sports is when teams get relocated. Yeah, that's weird, right? That happened with hockey. There was like now there's like one team called Utah something, and they used to be a different team, and I'm like, why? How did they just move? Like, what is that? Are they? It's like Ship of Theseus, Like, is it the? I guess it's just a different team, but what if it's the same people? I don't get it, and that's what I wondered too, because like say I'm a Canucks fan. And I was a Canucks fan 10 years ago, but every player on the team has since changed. So like, is it like the idea of the team that you care about? Is it the location of the team you care about? Is it the players? But it's not the players because the players always change, right? So like, I don't really get this part. Because like this obviously does not apply to K-pop. Like if I was a fan of Twice and then every member of Twice changed, would you still be like, yeah, I'm a fan of Twice? Like, no, right? It doesn't make any sense. Some random person texts me thinking I'm their mom. Do I ignore it, Gerald? I should just ignore those. Or I should just say, sorry, wrong number. We just attack on suck. I wouldn't call it an attack, Ratsy. I can't get mad about. She's educated, have given them a chance. I mean, I think like it's not necessarily just like I'm not like attacking her as a person. I don't have anything against Sakura as a person. I think it's okay to point out these things. Like you can criticize. You can give like you can give criticism if they're lacking in certain talents. But the Canucks moved to New Brunswick. Yeah, what happens then? What like are we still Canucks fans if they move to New Brunswick or Saskatchewan? Saskatchewan! No way! That was actually a good joke. I'll give that to you. That's a good pun. I will give that to you. I didn't even think about that. Okay. I have to pee. I'm just going to the bathroom. I will be right back. I'll leave you guys on that incredible joke. Okay. Enjoy the Malamart. Okay, I'm back. If the Canucks move to New Brunswick and the Senators move to Vancouver, are we Senators fans then? I don't know. I don't get how the sports thing works. Like, I still don't really understand that part. Like, I feel like I guess you just like them as a franchise, as a team. Maybe the team is more than the sum of its parts. I don't really know. I didn't really understand that part. Like, the only player I have like an emotional attachment that I'm like really rooting for is Shilov, and he's not really on the NHL Canucks that much, you know. Like, I think he's kind of like, I don't know if he'll ever be on the Canucks. Um, do I edit Saskatchewan wiki to Saskatchewan? I don't think so. I think that's just annoying. There are levels of K-pop brain rot, rats, and I'm afraid you're at the very bottom. That is true. You're at the bottom of the iceberg for sure. Here in Europe, you don't have franchises, we have clubs, and they don't move. What's the difference? Not Garland. I can't say I'm emotionally attached to Garland. I don't really care. I only care about Shilong. He's a sweet boy, and he's not even a boy. He's probably like 24, but like he's a sweet boy, and I'm rooting for him. Like biting an apple. You're a Packer, and a big reason it's a team is publicly owned. Like, everyone can have shares in this team? Interesting. Oh yeah, speaking of emotional attachment, I took a long break, or not a long break. I took like a week break from Breaking Bad after watching the episode, and then I went back into it, but I don't know. I just feel like I can't get into it. Like, I feel like when I'm watching a show, I need a character that I feel like emotionally attached to. You know, like I feel like I need a character that I'm emotionally invested in. And there is no one in Breaking Bad that I'm invested in. Like, everyone kind of sucks. Except maybe Jesse, but Jesse makes so many poor decisions that it kind of stresses me out. You know? Like, I'm like, Jesse is a sweet boy as well. But like, he makes so many poor decisions that I feel stressed out. Like, I'm like, I can't watch it. Like, he's like, let me go break into this house. I'm like, Jesse, don't break into the house. Like, what are you doing? A club was founded locally and will usually have teams for all age brackets and stuff. So your dad and your two uncles all played for your hometown club. So they also own like recreational leagues? Or like younger people leagues? Me, Jesse. Me, Jesse. If I were to be compared, or like if I were to become one Breaking Bad character, I guess it would be Jesse. I guess no. You know what? So far, Walter Jr. has not done anything wrong. Walter Jr.'s been fine. Maybe he's doing bad stuff in his after school. I don't know. But he seems fine. You finished Breaking Bad and now you're onto Better Call Saul. Nice. Better Call Saul, kind of boring after the high of Breaking Bad, but a good show. You're just a hater. I'm not a hater. Like, I appreciate the show. I think it's a well done show. But personally, to get through, to watch the show and become really invested in it, I feel like I need an emotional investment. And I just don't have an emotional investment. Like, as a show, as a series of events, it's entertaining and I can see that, but I just don't have the motivation to get through it unless I feel an emotional investment. That's less of an offense than cooking meth. Which one? Like breaking into a house, you mean? You're watching Breaking Bad on YouTube because there's a YouTube channel that went through every episode with hidden details. It's very entertaining. Ooh, nice. That reminds me of Life is Strange characters. You pretty much disliked everyone. I hated Chloe. I hate Chloe. Oh my god. She's the worst. Walter Jr. is going to be a tough name to live with if the news catches on to Walter Sr. For real. Why is he called Walter Jr.? Why do they call him that? Like, everyone just calls him by his full-on Walter Jr. Like, I think that's also another thing. Like, right now, he's like, oh, I want to go by Flynn instead. And, like, Yeah, yeah. He wants to go by Flynn instead. And Walter Senior is very he's so prideful, right? Like he has such a big ego, and I think he takes that as a bit of a hit to his pride. Yeah, call him WJ sounds terrible as well though. Like I don't know what they should call him. Like usually, I thought usually when like I'm actually I don't really get the practice of like naming the son after the father. Like I think it's kind of weird. But like usually when that happens, doesn't the kid go by their middle name? Just so it's not confusing. Because like you can't just both call them Walter, right? So like I think usually those people will go by their middle name. But then at that point, it's like, what's the point? Just give your child that first name and then give their middle name as their dad's name if you really care, you know? Like it's like, why do they have to have the same name? Like, let them have their own identity. Flynn is a cool name. It is a cool name, yeah. No wonder he wants to go by that. I should have gone by Wally. Oh, Wally would be cute. Welcome in, Maestro. Why are we talking about names? We're talking about Breaking Bad. Walter White's son is named Walter Jr. On your dad's side, their generation's called Johan. Nice. You know, mom and a son both named Alec. Oh, okay. Breaking the stereotype, naming the son after the mother. The mom deserves to have her name honored too, you know? Why even use names? Why can't we all go by our governmental identity number? That'd be hard I think it's just hard to remember. And like it's like across countries. Yeah, what's yours? We're gonna steal its identity. Gonna take out some loans. That's probably why we don't go by our government numbers, because then someone could steal your identity. Remember kids, don't dox your name on Twitch. I mean, you can dox your first name, that's probably fine. It depends what you're comfortable with. How long is the number in Canada? I think it's 9 numbers. I think that's correct. Nine numbers. The social insurance number. The SIN number, as we say. Your government number is 1-800 hot and fun. True. Ours is 9. Yeah, I think ours is probably the same then. Ours are different, but they're probably similar system. And just the best government number. How many numbers is that? Oh, that's already more than 9, yeah. Maybe that could be it soon though. Who knows? Oh, the Seraphim is literally playing right now. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Breaking Bad. I think it's good. I just feel like I don't know. I just can't get invested in it. Like everyone is kind of annoying me right now. Like I can't remember what part I'm at. I'm like partway through season 2, I think, and everyone's just annoying me. Like I'm like Walter's annoying. Walter's annoying. Jesse's annoying. Walter Jr. is doing great. Good job, Walter Jr. And Kalani, welcome in. How are you? And welcome in Germany. Hope you're doing well as well. Yours are 11. The first 6 are the birthday. Whoa. It's the birthday and then 5 numbers after that. I see. You only need to remember 5 numbers. That's kind of nice. Nice skirt. Not wearing a skirt. Unless you mean shirt. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear. We're talking about Breaking Bad, and then we're talking about K-pop earlier, as we do. I thought that was a person I'm talking to in Baldur's Gate. You thought it was a person you're talking to in Baldur's Gate? Like a Baldur's Gate character? Are you like chatting with strangers on Baldur's Gate? I'm confused. The character. What? The shirt, yeah, thank you. Oh, a scream. Oh my god. Pay attention. No, I was thinking stream. Because like we're on Twitch right now. I was wondering when they added a stream. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, I did not understand. I thought Ratty thought the Baldur's Gate character came to life and started streaming. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Um, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Is this a roller skate shirt? Not that I know of. No, I'm not roller skating. Kalani told the wrong bit apparently, and then I got trolled like tangentially by that message. You know. Ratsi got a ricochet. Oh no, friendly fire. Um, that'd be cool. Perhaps they can help me not suck. The Baldur's Gate character coming to life. I think some of the voice actors played Baldur's Gate like on stream, and some of them are not. Some of them are not as good as. So some of them struggled a lot too. Like a lot of them are not gamers. Ratsi still in the area. No. Today is your spawn day. No way. Happy birthday. Any fun birthday plans? Or just having a nice chill day? Yeah, everyone say happy birthday to Milgram. Yeah, it's what was I even saying? What was I even saying? Oh yeah, sorry, happy spawn day. HSD. You misheard spa day. I mean, we need a congratulations for that too. Spa day sounds nice. I mean, maybe you do a spa day on your spawn day, you know? Spa day is coming up soon for you? Really? Enjoy. Going to your younger womb share spawn day today as well. Damn. Happy spawn day to your younger womb sharer. Wow, this is getting complex. That sounds fun. Lot of June birthdays, I guess. Wait, I think my music paused. No, it's just my ad blocker. YouTube getting mad about my ad blocker. Your younger sibling, you got it. Dude, Tumblr Kalani's comment. Honestly, Ratsu, you deserve that after confusing all of us. You're 13 months apart. That's not very long at all. Damn. GG's to your mom. You got 3? You have 3 siblings. I did not know that actually. You have 3 siblings. Big family. It's stupid because YouTube figured out on ad block. Yeah, I know. They as fast as ad blocker can catch up. Sorry, as fast as the ad blocker can catch up to YouTube, YouTube catches up with the ad blocker. It's like a constant like thing. YouTube spams ads these days. Oh, it's the worst on my smart TV. Like there's like a YouTube app on the TV, and on the TV they play like 55-second unskippable ads on the TV. So it's like unwatchable. Cause I guess they think like because you're on the TV, like you're not gonna skip the ad. I don't really get it. They do stable to uBlock origin. You need to keep updating it. Like you need to keep like, I don't know if it works on Chrome still, but you need to like go in and you have to like update filters. YouTube's been annoying. YouTube's always annoying, man. Your mom took 2 years each time for your siblings. Yeah, me and my bro were over 2 years apart. Everyone on my Hawaiian side got 3 to 4 kids. Yeah, well, you gotta start quickly, Kalani. You gotta get on that. No wonder it was only 13 months between. You need to, you know, there's a lot of kids. At this point, you'd rather crave with ads over YouTube. uBlock doesn't work on Chrome, works fine on Firefox. Yeah, I use Firefox, so the uBlock works mostly. It kind of sometimes like, it kind of sometimes it buffers for a while. And find a good woman. You'll find a good woman. Don't worry. Maybe you'll find a nice Latina. So it looks like they're fluent in Japanese. I am. Welcome in Cookie. And welcome in Seta, Stan Hunter X, the non-anime. More toxic than League. Yeah, maybe like try to hit people up on League of Legends. Surely. Um, can I take that large Gudetama as a birthday gift? No, it's mine. It's mine. You can have a small one, maybe like one of these ones, like this one. This one's small. You can have that one. I don't really care about that one. um, ceremonial wrapper. Damn. Pronounced Huntrix. I said Huntrix. Hunter X. I don't know. But if I say like Hunter X, you guys are gonna make the anime joke. You know, cannot get behind that. The only thing worse was the ABG. I think you're generalizing. I feel like that's just an aesthetic. I'll defend the Asians. I'll defend the Latinas too. I'll defend the Latinas too. You gotta, you know, take each people individually. You know, bring based on your. That's just your exes. You can't generalize. You can't generalize everyone. They're gonna start. Your exes might be like, "Oh, I can't get with the toxic Hawaiians." Like, you know, it's just you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Real toxic. You can't even prepare for that with League. Oh no. I mean, there's probably a lot of ABGs on League. Probably. When I see ABG, I think it's Asian bad girl. I mean, it could be. You're the problem. Oh no. Your ex was a Wii. What do you think about that? That's why they're an ex, Ricky. That's why you're an ex. Toxic Hawaiians. Oh my god. What do you mean? I didn't say. I said Hawaiians. But maybe we need to start calling Colonia Hawaiian. They say I'm too nice. Oh, you're just a nice guy. I mean that can be a downside as well. Like if you don't enforce your boundaries, that can end up in a very toxic relationship, for sure. ABGs play Riot games. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Funny's a chill guy. Are you guys like on about the chill guy thing? I thought memes have like a 2-week lifespan. I thought we were done with the chill guy thing. The guy who looks like a dog or something. Was it a horse? Was it a dog? Something like that. That's the one, right? I thought we moved on. Yeah, we won't even get into these things, man. I'm sure if we all asked our exes what they think about us, you know, like we might get different responses. You're kind of dressed like the chill dog. What do you mean? I'm dressed like the chill dog. What do you mean? You're sticking to Islanders / Asians? No, you gotta keep an open mind, man. You gotta keep an open mind. You're supposed to find out these things before you do honor mode. Ratsy's just going in wholly unprepared. You know when Zirconia went in, he had like spreadsheets, you know? Like he had like spreadsheets. He had like 43 wiki tabs open. What's that character's name on the water bottle with the black cloak and the white mask? No Face? It's from Spirited Away. The Ghibli movie. It's cute. Out with Chill Dog and with Chili Dogs. I don't think I've ever had a chili dog, actually. Is that a crime? I've had hot dogs. I do like hot dogs, but I've never had a chili dog. You do run away from lots of fights? I mean, I think that's the way to go. Like, if you don't fight, you can't die. You know? And you don't have to kill as many people. You don't have to worry about this. Reminds me of Junghyun because she cosplayed as a character once. We can always rely on Seto to bring it back to twice. I remember my first I remember my first statement after we broke up was, I'm never dating a weeb again. The real problem was she was being toxic. You gotta make sure correctly where you messed up, when you mess up. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, the first red flag was her being a weeb. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's really I think anyone can be toxic, right? Like, I think anyone can be toxic. There's, regardless of, like, race or anything like that, or culture or whatever. Obviously, there is something to be said. Like, obviously, different cultures have different values, especially around relationships. But like, for example, like if you just say like Asian people, like obviously like I was raised here, I don't necessarily have like Asian relationship values, so it's more like it can be more of a cultural thing than you know, like obviously like the the ou- outlook, or like the perspective on relationships between me and someone like raised in Korea or Japan or anything like that is going to be different. But I also understand wanting to date someone who shares like a cultural background with you. Waiting on the Twice comeback. They have a lot of comebacks. Doesn't matter, you won't know what they're saying regardless. When I told everyone that the Little Seraphim song was in Japanese, even I didn't realize until I can't remember who sang first, like Sakura or Kazuha. I heard them sing and I was like, "Oh, this is Japanese." Like the rest of them singing did did not clock it as Japanese. But I can understand if you don't speak Japanese or Korean, they can sound very similar. Sometimes I play a Korean song to my one time I played a Korean song to my mom and she was so used to hearing like me playing like twice Japanese tracks that she was like, "Man, their Japanese is bad. Like I can't understand anything they're saying." I'm like, "Mom, it's Korean." So sometimes it can be hard to tell between Korean people speaking Japanese and Korean, you know? Sometimes I cannot tell either. Like just unless I'm listening closely, like if I'm just listening, if I just heard it passing, then I might just think it's Korean. It sounded Korean to me, but I know not. Honestly, it sounded Korean until the actual Japanese people started speaking or singing. Um, to sing twice comebacks. I think Rassi is saying they don't mind if the next comeback is Japanese or Korean. Um, can't go to BB this weekend, but definitely Ado and G Dragon. Let's go, let's go. Ripped BB though. Would love to see BB up and close. Um, I wonder if Migas does too by G Friend. I played Migas does too by G Friend in the car, and wonder if her mom was thinking why it's only 3 words in Spanish. Probably didn't care that much, honestly. What I realized is that my mom does not listen to the songs I play in the car. She's not paying attention. Like she just tunes it out. Um, imagine she pulls me up for best lover. No way. That would be a life-changing experience. You would never be able to date again because no one would ever compare to BB. It'd be over. It would be understandably. But yeah, my mom hates when I play Japanese versions of K-pop songs. Like she's like, it's so cringe. Please turn it off. That's the only time. If she like actually listens, and she's like, oh, turn that off. And welcome in latte. Hope you're doing well today. I tell your nephew that's your auntie. Oh no, no, yeah, it would be over. It'd be over. Um, you're not allowed to play K-pop songs with your mom in the car. Don't you like listen to one song over and over? I'd be tired of that too. If I ever get lucky, go to a Twice concert and end up with the seat close to the stage, that'd be peak set of life. True, true. I think a Twice concert would be fun. Make a bass Ratsy's mom. She only cares about real music. I just know I have no music on my car and can be way too much on hers. You just gotta let her connect her phone to your car. You got your mom into K-pop. Nice, nice. My mom doesn't really like K-pop, but my aunt kind of does. My aunt listens to some K-pop. I think she just listens to what my cousin likes. What would be better to drink coffee or soda with the lunch? Whatever you prefer, man. It depends if you will have trouble sleeping if you have coffee in the afternoon. Listen to one song when it's just me. Right now it's BB and IU until September. Right. I like a variety, you know? I like K-pop, but I feel like I like a variety of other songs on the playlist as well, you know? She plays Apatu for your niece constantly. They're just having a good time. Apatu. Your mom just listens to audiobooks all day. My mom likes YouTube videos and podcasts and stuff like that. I don't know what she's listening to. Used to have G-Friend songs on repeat in 2023. Valid. Welcome in, Pokemon. And welcome in, Law. You'll try sneaking backstage. No, we've been over this, guys. This first Ratzi with the pizza, pretending to be a pizza delivery person. Do not sneak in. Do not go backstage. They will feel threatened. You can sneak into the concert, fair enough. But don't sneak it. But don't sneak backstage. They'll be scared. I'm gonna tell her your Bluetooth doesn't work. No, I'm gonna tell her it does work, and she is free to play EXO the whole time in the car. I'll stay where I belong. Exactly, Sena. Do not. You know, they didn't invite you. They don't know you. Your main playlist is K-music, chill, J-pop, Cali music, and Hawaiian shuffle up. I listened to the Kalani song you posted, not Kalani, Kelani, if that's how you pronounce it. We went over this song. Yeah, we already had this whole conversation. We don't condone this. Are we scared of pizza? That's just silly. Idols will be scared of pizza. There's too many calories. They're scared. They're running. Trader. No, I'm loyal to Kimmy. What can I say? Eventually you'll have enough money to pay for a VIP ticket to see one of them. True. You can go to the meet and greet. Welcome in, Rafe. Made you 100% be scared if a random offered her pizza. That's true. I would be like, no, thank you. Just make sure it's a thin crust pizza. No, I don't think so. I think it's still too much. Just crush some pizza. You'll never be an idol. Are you still on your workout break? Or are you back to the burpees? How you doing? What's the combo about? You're hearing pizza a lot. Yeah, we were talking about K-pop, and then we were talking about how you shouldn't try to sneak backstage to a K-pop concert, because that's like stalking. You should not do that. You need stuffed crust like a second meal? What? I actually made pizza yesterday, and I had leftovers for breakfast. But now the pizza's gone, and I don't have any more yeast, so I cannot make more pizza. But pizza's like once in a while kind of thing. K-pop to pizza, average calm. I mean, yeah, when you're just talking for hours, like, the conversation goes everywhere. You couldn't stop exercising cold turkey, so I only did it twice a week. Angel, you addict. Actually, you can become addicted to exercise. But I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Wait, so if you're only doing it twice a week now, how much were you doing it before? Like every day? Maybe twice a week is healthier. Or like sometimes I do like a bit every day, but not necessarily like a full workout every day. By Papa John's? Me? I don't know. I don't know what my favorite pizza place is now. I feel like I prefer like local pizza places, like not chains. You wish you could have pizza, but you're gonna make barbecue in a bit. Nice. Just waiting for a friend. That sounds really good. Kalani is always barbecuing, and I'm like, I'm very jealous of this. Not to barbecue, but to eat the barbecue. I get addicted to things easily. Apparently, you're allergic to exercise. Yeah, you got to start your exercise addiction instead of your K-pop addiction. You know. My spaghetti arms would tell you different. What is your workout routine? If I gain some weight in the if I gain some weight in the States, is walking enough to counter it? You strike me as the kind of person who does not gain weight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that you're like one of those people. Even if I saw Junghyun on the street, I keep my distance because boundaries. If she happened to look my way, I'd smile and nod, maybe make a heart sign, but that's it. Yeah, I feel the same way about like if there's a celebrity on the street, I don't think I would necessarily feel like I understand like if you really really care about like if they're really really you're a huge fan, um if you're a huge fan of someone, I understand wanting to like see them, but they're also like they don't know you and like you're not obligated to their time, right? Like you're not like that's it's their time, right? And space. Maybe if it's like in my take on like going up to celebrities is like if they're busy, I wouldn't approach them at all. If you were maybe in a situation where you're just killing time, like you're just waiting in line at a coffee shop and they're like right next to you, maybe a quick being like, "Hi, I'm a big fan." That's probably fine. I think that's totally fine. But I think like stopping them when they're like on their way somewhere, if they're like clearly busy, that kind of stuff. If they were like with their family, stuff like that, then I wouldn't necessarily stop them in that situation. I don't think that's. I think that's kind of rude. Pretty much the only exercise you enjoy walking. I mean, if you walk a lot, fair enough. I think that's good. I think it's healthy to walk a lot. You did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. 2 hours, 4 days a week. That's a lot. Oh yeah, it's your sibling's birthday, so barbecue time, of course, of course. Yeah, twice knows. YouTube knows. You do not, but does that work in the US? Hmm. That's true. American food is very, very calorie heavy if you're not careful. It's very fatty. It's very there's a lot of very fattening options if probably more than you're used to. So that's fair enough. I think you just gotta be careful. Once you see those American Walmart sized bags of M&Ms, you might be done for. Very basic weighted curls, squats, lunges, rows. You only have 30 pounds, so you never grow, but it's quite fun. That's a lot of working out, though. Fan meets are the only good way to approach that. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think that's like, that's obviously like they're in that situation. It's like expected to do that, and they're in a situation where they want their fans to come up and they're expected to come up, in that situation. I think that's the same way we talk about like approaching people to ask them out in public. Like if they're if they're like going if you see them at the pharmacy and they're like trying to get their medicine, like that's probably not the best time to stop someone and ask them out. But if they're at like a party or like at the bar, then like that's fair enough. They're in a social situation. If they're killing time, a short conversation or asking for a pic is fine, but if they're busy, don't stop them. Yeah, I agree with that. You're just trying for workout to pick up In and Out for everyone. You see my favorite childhood Hawaiian band there, but they're with their fans. I didn't ask for a pic. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I think just sometimes just seeing them in public is like cool because it's like, oh, cool story, right? But I don't think you know, like it's not always the right time to. I think respecting their privacy is more important because like when you think about it from their perspective, it's like probably a lot of people approach them, right? And you're just some person that they don't know. For some reason, it like smells like smoke. Hopefully, my neighbors are just burning something in their oven or something. I don't know, or maybe wildfires. But it's raining. It's raining. So yeah, my building may be burning down. um, you love seeing Brits try American food or go to Walmart, Target, Costco. Yeah, American. As someone who already lives pretty close to America, American portions always still are like shocking to me. Um, that's literally your first Costco purchase, of course, Ricky. Asking of the girly at the the rash aisle. Oh no, that's definitely a way to do it. Like, hey, what rash you got? Oh yeah, mine is on my knees. That's crazy. Picking up medicine for extremely personal issue, for real, for real. You saw an American XL shirt, maybe uh large is medium in Japan. What? You mean the opposite? Their barbecue from Costco, the barbecues from Costco are so delicious. I think American Costco and Canadian Costco have different stuff. There's this video clip of a Japanese idol asking why American food big size. It's a valid question. Why American food big size? It could feed like 3 people, like for real. Checks of MD to see if the girl's rash is contagious. True. XL or L size is like a medium in Japan. Ratsy, think about this. Don't you mean backwards? Are you saying Japanese sizes are larger? Maybe I got a topical eczema. That doesn't sound contagious. You can't help eczema, right? Chronic, I mean, that doesn't sound contagious either. That's probably fine. As long as you're not like, I have, I don't know. What, are rashes contagious? I don't know. I'm sure lovely couples have been founded in worse situations. I'm sure some couples have met at the doctor, like at the ER. Like, I bet. Some rashes are contagious for sure. Yeah, you gotta check. You gotta check. I guess you can just wait for it to go away before you have physical contact. You can just be like, you gotta wait for the rash to subside. Don't know the situation, but scabies. What is scabies? Is that like rabies? Ugh. Maybe the pharmacy is not the best place. Maybe in like a more maybe like the hang out around the makeup aisle. Actually, I think we talked about this before. We're like, oh, like you can see a lot of girls if you're at the makeup aisle, but then they'll be like, what are you doing here? Unless you're also into makeup, then that's fair enough. That will probably get you some dates. Ain't that the Elden Ring bug? Scabies? Is there something called scabies in Elden Ring? Talking about rashes and suddenly Miju scratches her arm. Actually, I don't have it anymore, but I had my wrist braces, and I was like wearing them while gaming like a fair amount of times, and it was like that period of time where it was like really hot in my room, so I was like it got kind of sweaty, right? Because it was like really hot, right? It was like 28 degrees in my house, and then I realized that it was like actually making me like break out a bit. Like it wasn't like super like red, but it was definitely like bumpy, and it was kind of itchy for a bit. So that's what I've learned. Careful of your wrist braces. Scabies are caused by mites. They spread on skin contact and are referred extremely uncomfortable. That does sound pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, I've never had mites, but sometimes Luca would bring in like a singular flea from the outside. Like he has flea shots, right? Or not flea shots, like flea medicine. So like so when fleas bite him, they die. But sometimes he brings one in and it like transfers to me as I'm like carrying him or like washing him off after a shower after a walk. And like Yeah, I've gotten bit by fleas, and the fleas are the worst. Like mosquito bites are itchy, yes, but flea bites are so much worse. Like they're just so itchy. Like they are actually like would not wish that on anyone. Like be real careful. I have a bit of a fear of fleas now, you know. So I'm not a fan of those. Your dog once had a tick. I was like, how the heck? It was hanging out to for dear life. Oh no. Yeah, ticks can be dangerous as well. But usually those medicines just like um they cover all those kind of bugs. Fleas, not ticks. We just Lyme disease. No. Ticks is the one that might have disease. I don't think fleas have diseases. They're just real itchy, and they're very small and hard to catch. One time there was a flea. There was a flea on the sofa, and I could feel it like crawling around near my legs. I was like, "Oh my god, this flea!" So I got up and I caught it in my hands, and I showed it to my mom. I was like, "Mom, there's a flea," and she's like, "Just kill it. Why are you holding it?" But I need to show her. I was like, I have proof there's a flea. But it was like jumping around like fleas do, and I caught it in my hands. So pretty impressive. Um Lemon disease. No. You don't want that one. Fleas are bad enough without diseases, for real, for real. Like if your dog has ever brought in a flea, they're the worst. Oddly, like 3 Canadian singers have Lyme disease. Oh really? Miji Miyagi right there. I was just faster than the flea. What can I say? But yeah, I remember doing that at one point just to prove. Like I feel like my mom would believe me anyway, but I caught it. I probably would have bitten my hand at that point anyway. That's okay. So I always know, but then when you think about it, you feel like there might be fleas, you know. Mijikasa is slow on the flea turn before. No. I'm just that good. There's this thing called flea circus. I'm not sure how it works, but it exists. I think yeah, because they like jump around. They are pretty jumpy, to be fair. They can probably do lots of tricks. But I wouldn't want to be near it because they bite the hell out of me. I swear, bugs, mosquitoes, fleas, they love me. Like, always. And then one time I got bit by bed bugs. And I'm pretty sure it was at the airport. Or like the airport or the airplane. Like, and I don't know where it was. But then I got home and I was like, my mom was like, why do you have so many like bug bites on your legs? And I was like, oh god, like, and then we like put all my clothes in like really hot wash, and then luckily I didn't bring it home. I don't know where it was, so I blame I blame the fabric cushion seats at the Paris airport. That's where I blame him. Okay. Where's my thing? じゃあクッキーのために日本語喋ります。でもその虫があった時本当にそれっきりちょっとそれっきりちょっとなんか何でも怖い。ホテルとか行ったらベッドとかあのそういうとこは本当になんか虫がなんか考えたら虫があるかもしれないと思うからちょっと怖い。そう虫が多いの。日本の蚊が本当にきっと違う国は蚊が違うから日本に行った時は結構晴れたなんかすごいことになっててあのでも前は最初からちょっとあの毎年なんか蚊に刺される時はちょっと晴れる。 Okay, I'm done. The forests around here are chock full of midges, flies, and mosquitoes, so it's got at least one bug bite active. That's great. You're wondering what happened? You're looking at Baldur's Gate. You're looking at Baldur's Gate 3 builds. Are you actually doing research this time, Ratsy? Are you changing things around? Decommissioned bug bite. True. I was just saying in Japanese that ever since the bug bite, the bed bug incident, I'm like so careful. I'm like every hotel I go to, I'm like, what if there's bed bugs? Every time at the airport, I'm like, I am not sitting on like sofa kind of seats. You know, we do not trust these travelers. Um, Traveling through this airport, everyone's gross. Okay, we do not trust anyone. We are going to only sit on hard seats, hard uncomfortable seats. And I was saying like, I feel like different countries have like different, I don't even know, like different types of mosquitoes or something like that. Because like when I went to Japan, I got bit by mosquitoes and they got like crazy. Like I guess my body is just not used to Japanese mosquitoes, and I got mosquito bites on my legs and they like swelled up like crazy. You check hotel beds with the old phone flashlight every time. I know. I guess so. I feel like it's like such a rare occasion that you might have bed bugs, but if you ever, luckily I never brought them home, but I heard it's such a disaster. Like if you ever brought bed bugs home, it's like they are so hard to get rid of. Um, the mosquitoes in Canada have gotten bigger. They're like the size of a quarter. Really? That's I don't know if I've noticed a difference in mosquito size, but I generally have like pretty strong, like for me, I don't know if this happens to anyone else. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but like every time I get like the first time of the year I get bit by a mosquito, it always like swells up. I think I have like a mild allergy or something like that, but it doesn't happen every time I get bit by a mosquito, but usually like the first time. Or if it's like been a while since I got bitten by a mosquito, my body just like complete. It just like sometimes it swells up like this big, um, which is really fun. Love that. It's not extremely itchy at all, you know. And they stay for so long, it ends up like um very uncomfortable. Everyone in your family quarantines their bags after every trip. Yeah, I don't necessarily go that far, but like I'm always worried about that stuff. I definitely will immediately wash all my airplane clothes and stuff like that. But, like if it was in the suitcase, like what can you do, you know? The bed bugs won't die if you even if you quarantine your bags, right? Like they can survive for a long time. So I guess you just have to like throw all your clothes into hot water, like hot wash, and then like vacuum out your bags. I guess everyone reacts to mosquito bites differently. Yeah, I just generally have a really strong reaction to bug bites, which I guess you know if I ever had bed bugs, I would know immediately because some people don't react to them. But yeah, it's a I I have pretty strong reactions. Your black light is better. I feel like that's for a different purpose. I see people tend to scratch mosquito bites immediately, put on Tiger Balm. I use like a Japanese medicine for them, but like yeah, I do not scratch my mosquito unless I'm like scratching them in my sleep and I don't realize. I don't scratch my mosquito. I have self control. I just don't touch them because I know it'll get like way worse if I do. Like they're already bad enough. I do not want them worse. You hoover your bag when you get home. Yeah, I think that's the way. You think landlords breed bugs to punish late payment? No, because it's so hard to get them out. Like, it's like it could take months and months, and it's not coming. They will not leave. Use aloe vera gel. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, there's like this Japanese medicine that you put on, and it makes it feel really cool. Like if you blow on it, especially, it feels like really cold. It feels very nice. Sand fleas suck too. Last time you were on a beach, you dug a hole in the sand. Oh, I never had a um I've never gotten bit by that. As far as I know. Tiger Balm is a nostalgic smell. It's Tiger Balm. I've never heard of this. I don't know what Tiger Balm is. I've only ever used the Japanese stuff. Because we just always had that on hand, you know? But I guess that's the Western equivalent. Not Tiger Balm. Is it bad? So strong? What is it? What does it smell like? Because the Japanese one smells really bad as well. But it works. It works. The smell. Okay, it might actually be like the same stuff then as the Japanese one. I don't know how to describe it. Like it's like really, it's really chemically. Like the smell is like really chemically. I can picture, like I can smell it in my brain. I just don't know how to describe a smell. I don't think there's anything else that really compares to that smell. Like Vaseline mixed with ramen. Oh yeah. It definitely has maybe maybe it's the same stuff. Maybe it's the same stuff. I guess that would make sense. And it makes it feel really cool, right? You put it on and it immediately feels like it just cools it down immediately. Honestly, like as much as I hate the smell, like I need that stuff. Me and mosquitoes, we don't get along, you know? I'm always the person, like everyone else around me does not get bitten and I'm the one. I have like 6 mosquito bites. I'm like, why do they go to me? Is my blood better? Like is my blood like extra delicious? Like please. I just want bad just like I don't know if there's something I can do to make my blood less appealing. Mosquito anti for real. Skill issue. Maybe it's something to do with like I don't know. Maybe it's like something to do with like what you eat, or maybe it's just genetic. Mosquitoes want to learn to speak, so they target yappers. Apparently, probably have sweet blood. Sound like what a vampire would say, man. Yeah, they probably target specific people, or maybe certain people are more appealing to mosquitoes than others. But I would like to not have this trait. Like, I would like to just be very unappealing to mosquitoes. Get mosquito bites every time during summer season. I have like my mosquito spray. I spray it everywhere. Okay, I'm glad you're not the only one. I'm not the only one with sweet blood. It's like biting an apple. No! They're out here. Don't you know how sweet it tastes? That's I would not like to be biting an apple in New Jeans. You don't go outside at night during the summer? Yeah, I try to avoid it. I try to avoid being outside at dusk. I try to avoid being near still water. Stay away from still water. Disgusting. Go outside during the day or not at dusk. Or stay away from lights. You just avoid outside. True. But especially I mean outside is rough, you know? Like there's mosquitoes, there's fleas, there's like there's weird people trying to ask you out while you buy your mosquito cream or you buy your mosquito medicine. You're in the mosquito medicine aisle and then someone is like, hey, you got bit by mosquito too. Like, we can't, we don't want to deal with those people. That's where the strangers are. Or offering you pizza. Yeah, exactly. You honestly hate mosquito sprays? But like it's better than being bitten by a mosquito, honestly. Like I'm just going outside. I'm covered in sunscreen. I'm covered in mosquito spray. I smell like a pharmacy. Like, but honestly, it might be better. If I'm gonna be outside at dusk, I will be partaking in mosquito spray. I'll be covered and off. I swear. Asking your usual sting. I just smell like bug repellent. I'm okay with that. Okay with that. It'll keep the weirdos away. Or maybe it'll attract the weirdos because they'll be like, wow, nice perfume. It's like mosquito repellent. maybe they're extra weird. I don't know. I think it should be okay. That's what are we even saying? What are we even saying? I'm not excited for bug season to start. I think it's starting. Although this weekend it's kind of rainy and cold, so I don't think it should be an issue right now, but probably in the next few weeks it's gonna start getting warm and I'm like then I have to decide between being too hot inside or opening the window and possibly bugs flying in. you know? I really wish I had a screen. But even when I lived at home, I had a screen on my window, but somehow wasps would get in. Like I don't know how they get in, but they come in. I don't get it. Your favorite line is a classic. Michael Scott, you smell nice. Is that Tide? I mean, that's a good smell. I'm not a fan of. I'm really not a fan of like colognes and stuff like that. I don't like when people smell really strongly. Cause I have a pretty sensitive I have a pretty sensitive sense of smell. So like I don't like when people smell a lot. Like when people are wearing really perfumed products. Kind of I feel like it's too much. If someone just smells clean, I think that's preferable, you know? Your parents are home. The AC is set to 19, so the normal 20. 19 is cold. What the hell? Your home is 19? It's rainy and cold today, but my house is 23. And I'm wearing a long sleeve. I'm wearing a sweater. Cologne dressing up for while use perfume. Isn't that like the same thing? Is there a difference? Cologne is just manlier. Like I don't. It's the different smells. It's hot in your room, or do you live like upstairs? Because I lived like in like a when I lived back home, it was like a high. Um, I lived on a higher floor, and the heat rising is crazy. Cologne is manlier. It smells like, oh my god. I was in the deodorant aisle and I was like losing my mind at the men's deodorant names. It's like liquid death, kraken, um rotting zombie. You know, like they just try really hard to make it sound like it's like really manly. I'm like, wow, the deodorant names like they just are so weird. And the women's ones are just like vanilla. Like they just describe what it is. It's like, oh, vanilla, lavender, like whatever. They just say what it is. Um, gonna rain for the next 2 days, so you'll be able to breathe again. Oh yeah, that's nice too. I'm happy it's cooling down. Upstairs on some days you have your Xbox PC and work PC on. Why? Burning Edge. True. They all sound like they could be Baldur's Gate spell names. You know, like I could see it. Fireball. You know. Liquid Death is actually a brand of canned water. Why would they call a brand of water Liquid Death? That sounds horrible. Is it to make men drink water? Like what is up with that? The needlessly gendered products are very interesting. Like sometimes you're like, why is this gendered? Like your brother, the body wash with sandalwood. That's like a real smell though. That's like an actual good description of a smell. Sandalwood is a smell. You bought the 3-in-1 shampoo back when you had hair. It didn't help me find a girl. You can't do 3-in-1, man. 2-in-1, maybe. 3-in-1, no. It's just water, but cool. Yeah, you know, like normal water. So lame. So lame. Staying hydrated is so lame. Um, the peach flavor ain't bad of Liquid Death. Nice. It sounds lumberjacky. Didn't know sandalwood was real. Yeah, sandalwood is real. Liquid Death or Burning Edge is not. They sell vapes now, but instead of nicotine or whatever, it's just flavored air. Like a water vapor, I guess. Liquid just came out with a melon flavor. It's called Convicted Melon. What the hell? Some of these men's products are crazy. I'm like, yeah, some of them are just like they're so weird. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are they advertised like this? Is that compelling to you guys? Like, who is it compelling to? Is I guess like teens, like teenage boys, maybe. I have no idea. Like, who's like, oh wow, this one's called. Okay, well, this one is just called Fresh Scent, and this one is called Convicted Melon. Like, damn, I gotta get this one. It sounds cool, you know? Like, it's so weird. Are we really raising our youth like this? Like vaping bubblegum air? Fair enough, fair enough. Um, Liquid Death. It kills your thirst. I mean, okay, I can see where that name would make sense then. Welcome in, Fjornan. You wanted to try a Liquid Death flavored water called a Hot Fudge Sundae. Oh no, you're very knowledgeable about Liquid Death, Cookie. You must have every flavor on hand. Have you tried them all? Can we have a rank? Can we have a tier list? You know a lot about this. Why would you want water? Why would you want hot fudge sundae flavored water? That sounds actually kind of gross. Like, it sounds really unnecessary. I guess there's a lot of like people out there who are like, I don't drink water, you know? Like, some people don't like water. You don't, but Liquid Death ads just appear on your YouTube 24/7. That's a bit insulting, isn't it? They really think you're that's what you'd like, you know? I'm very sorry. What ads do I don't think I ever get. I think YouTube has figured out that I'm a woman. I don't think I ever get men's ads. Although sometimes I get like weird YouTuber ads that are like manosphere guys, but I think they just kind of advertise to everyone. I don't think it's necessarily because of what I'm watching. You actually want to try Doctor that the ads are working? Oh no! You don't personalize ads on, so you just get random ones. I don't. Yeah, mine seem random though. YouTube loves how much you talk about Liquid. Yeah, they don't even need to pay for YouTube ads. Like, Cookie's doing their job, you know? I can't remember what kind of YouTube ads I've been getting recently. I'm trying to think, but I guess I just tune them out completely. Like, I've no. I guess just a lot of mobile game ads, like Cookie Run Kingdom, whatever the hell that is, or like Genshin. I'm like, I already play Genshin. You don't need to convince me. I think I'm getting lots of, and then sometimes I get like anime ads, and I'm like really offended by this. Buried Alive sounds like a great name for a water can from Liquid. Oh no, oh no, you're in too deep. Welcome in, social. Hope you're doing well today. It's a sign. No. What is the game? There's like an anime game. There's like an anime game recently. I can't remember what it is, and I keep getting ads for it. You get red light therapy ads because I've been looking to buy a panel. It's crazy. They like know right away, right? Like as soon as you mention it, or as soon as you like look up one thing, suddenly they're everywhere, right? It's very scary. It's not Withering Waves or Zenless. I mean, I'm sure I get those ads as well, but it's like it's like an anime. I can't remember what it is. Don't get why creators don't just make shows and post them on YouTube, like Imagine sitcoms and how much ad revenue they get from YouTube. I think they just don't have the money to make them in the first place. Solo leveling? I don't remember. I guess so many like gotcha game ads. Like they must think I'm a sucker. Like they must be like this girl will play all the gotcha games, you know, gonna wail out. So they just keep giving the ads to me. And then I get ads for Night Rain as well, and I'm like, I'm playing. You don't need to convince me. I'm playing. We're trying to beat the final boss of Night Rain right now, and our last few we started just winning all our runs, but then we reached the last boss, and now we keep dying to the final boss. The final boss is kind of hard, surprisingly. Cause like I thought we were like good. I was like, man, we're just too good at the game. We can't lose. But then we were losing. Need to play Night Rain? I did yesterday, and we wiped to the final boss like 3 times. We're trying. It's tough out there though. The final boss, like, if I don't get enough damage negation, it just one-shots me. Cause I don't have my character is like a spellcaster. She doesn't have a lot of HP. So I need to be very careful. Just be more confident. I just gotta be more confident. Who's we? You mean they? Oh yeah, sorry. They keep dying. I've never died. No, I was watching Gino Machino play Night Rain, and he beat every boss first try except for the final boss. So I don't feel too bad about having trouble with the final boss because if Gino dies once to a boss, you know it's hard. Like that man is he does not lose, you know. At least in Night Rain. At least in Night Rain. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We'll get there. But I'm really liking my Revenant. She's my favorite, and I'm learning how to use incantations because that's what she likes to use. I guess she just likes to have. I'm learning some incant. I on one of her runs, I got Elden Stars. I was just spamming Elden Stars. So I was like, it was still tough because like it takes so long to cast it, but it's kind of like Elden Stars is so stupid. If you've ever played Elden Ring and you fought Elden Beast, you know how stupid Elden Stars is to dodge. Like it's like a barrage of the stars, and you like cannot avoid it. It will keep coming, and like it lasts. The incantation lasts for so long. Like it's like it like one time I cast Elden Stars and I died while casting it because it takes a long time to cast, and then I got revived, and the spell was still going. The stars were still starring, okay? Like it's a good spell. It's a good spell for sure. So if I get that again, I'll be happy. Cuz the last boss is weak to holy. And there's a lot of holy incantations. It's like a confidence issue. I just gotta be more confident and I'll get better spells. I'm very reliant on just like RNG of like getting good spells. It's get there. I'll get there. Also, I don't have Pilates today, so I guess I just have to do Pilates at home. My instructor is busy today. So I guess I'll just have to do my own home workout. But I'm very bad at I just give up really early if I just do it myself, you know? Like if my instructor is there, she's like, we're doing like two more sets, and I'm like, what? I'm already tired. Like I want to do two more sets. But like if I do it at home, I'm like, oh, I'll just stop now. So that's Pilates fit. I thought, wow, Pilates on a solo exercise. I do a solo. What do you mean it's on a solo? Were they doing like a group formation? They were curling this dude up. No way he could bend like that on his own. Who's they? What was happening? Who's they? The instructors? Oh, my instructor helps me a lot, yeah. That's because I'm kind of weak. She gives me a lot of assistance. Who's they? The Pilates people. No, my instructor does help me. Sometimes I'm like doing an arm workout and she's like pulling it with me, and I'm like, thank you. And then she lets go, and I'm like, ah, I can't do it. Or I'm doing like a sit up type move, and she like puts her hand, or like no, sorry. Say we're doing a move where like I have to lift my legs up, you know, something like that, and then like she'll like touch my leg to like adjust it. I just put my weight down. I can't help it. Like I'm not even trying to do it. Like or like I'm like holding something heavy on my arm, and she's like, "Oh, like actually move your arm up," and I'm like, I've let go. All like I've she's holding it now. And I'm not even trying to do it. I think I just automatically do it. Like as soon as she's like in a position to take the weight, I'm like, take it. But if I'm at home, I cannot. I've been doing some arm workouts. I'm working on my muscle. You can't see because I'm wearing my fancy shirt, but trust me, my arms are so big. Like I'm like breaking out of this shirt. If I flex too hard, the shirt will just break. You know. We just do exactly. How long are the Pilates classes? They're 1 hour. You know what the ab juice? True. Actually, I was wearing like a shirt that shows my abs while I was dancing, and I'm like, damn, my abs are really showing. You just like SpongeBob when he bought anchor arms. I'll pretend to get that reference. I think I get the kind of comment you're going for. You mean the buttons will start flying? No, the seam will rip here. One sudden movement in the shirt deteriorate. Exactly. Just so buff. It'll be like the Hulk, you know. That's the plan. But honestly, on the right day, like not post pizza Miju, but like, just normal time, few hours after meal Miju. Like I'm like, damn, my abs are really showing. But that's the only muscle I can really say is showing. Everything else, maybe not. But we're working on it. I think I need stronger arms to be better at dancing. That's what I've decided. I lack some strength to properly execute the dances. Or probably just lack skill mostly. Probably lack mechanical talent. But, we're working on it. But yeah, I'll do some workouts at home. Recently, I've been doing like leg workouts because I got in trouble for having weak legs. And the one thing I really suck at is like, the glute bridges. Oh, I still suck at those. I hate those. And she told me to stretch like, cause I have like rounded shoulders on this side. She thinks this muscle here is like too tight. So she said like, you guys can try this as well. You like put your arm here and then you just push it back. You'll feel like a stretch here. And then this shoulder is way more rounded than this one. Cause like this one, it really doesn't stretch that much. But this one, it's not okay. Like this shoulder, it's not okay. Like I think the left side of my body, something's wrong with it. Like my left shoulder is more rounded, and my left hip both had issues with them. So I think something on my left side of my body. Maybe it's because I like sleep on my left side. Don't know. I don't know if I feel like that shouldn't matter though. I don't know. You got the achievement for Astaria inviting you. Nice, congrats. But yeah, that's what I apparently I was given homework. I gotta fix my glute bridges because I suck at them, and I gotta stretch my shoulder and continue strengthening my arm because my arms are weak every time. I swear. Also, my inner thighs are apparently very weak. Like any muscles where you okay, the machines where you have to like push out with your legs, or there's machines where you push in. I cannot do the push in. The push in is so hard. Pilates homework is crazy. Yeah, sometimes she gives me homework, man. But I do Pilates at home between but I used to not do it, but I started doing it. Try squats and calf raises at home. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of squats, but they're definitely good as well. I was given some workouts from the physio, so I've been doing those because that seems like a good thing to do. Do burpees? Oh no. I think I'm gonna keep doing my Eve Psyche dance. The main part is fine, but the part that's like a mess. That part's actually hard. I don't really know what they're doing. Burpees, not Angel's burpee workout. That sounds hard. Every time you have to do 10 for being parasocial, Miji doesn't want. No, I'm not getting dragged into your parasocial thing. That's too many burpees for me. How many burpees is that a day? 100? That's too many. That was your estimate. 100 times a day. I'm okay. You should do 10. Nah. I like dancing for my cardio because it hurts all my joints equally. That's what we like, you know? My knees hurt, my hips hurt, but dancing can be okay. Sometimes dancing hurts your knees, but if you wear shoes, it's not as bad. That's what I've learned. Like dancing without shoes on is actually it really hurts all your joints. Maybe I'm just old, or maybe I just have weak. I don't have enough muscle in my legs, but like dancing without shoes, like really is not good. You don't count steps. Well, my phone does. Do Bulgarian squats? What's the difference? When's I even Psyche Just Dance stream? I was thinking about Just Dance streams again, but I don't have the subscription anymore. But the new Just Dance has the new Just Dance has pink venom. Bulgarian split squats or something. Okay, what is that? What's the difference between a normal squat and a Bulgarian squat? And what's the difference between a Bulgarian squat and a Bulgarian split squat? These are one leg rests on the bench and you squat on one leg. One leg rests on the bench and you squat one leg, knee to the ground. Oh, like the leg is behind you? That one leg squat sounds hard, man. One leg squat sounds crazy. My physio said like my outer leg, or like especially my outer hip, is quite weak, which is why especially on my left side it's quite weak because or that's why I need to that's why my left hip, I have left hip pain sometimes. And like he tested it, like you stand on one leg and then you just kind of squat down a bit, and then if it's not stable, if it's like shaky, that means like your outer hip and maybe glutes are too weak on that side. So you can try that at home. Try balancing on one leg and squatting down, and it shouldn't be shaky. You can't even squat. I can squat. Maybe not with weights, but I can squat my body weight. Time for boxing training. For what? Is that squatting? Maybe it has everything. Tifa regimen, true. Tifa regimen. Wii boxing. I do have a Wii and the nunchucks. I'm ready. I'm pretty sure there's a boxing game for the VR as well. That's pretty popular. It's called like fitness boxing or something like that. Would work. Wii boxing does sweat a bit. You didn't see me do Wii boxing. It was chaotic. You have to kind of squat and always be on the balls of your feet. Oh, so you can be like fast. Lower to the ground so you don't get. Do you get punched over when you're boxing? Maybe not. What if the person you're boxing is taller than you though? What if you have to be maybe then you have to be on your tiptoes. On your tiptoes so you can punch them. Or maybe you just punch their body. If they're taller than you just punch their torso. You just punch their body, yeah. Maybe you don't go on your tiptoes. You'll probably fall down. Unless maybe you're a ballerina, you know, like you're just skilled at your comfort zone. Yeah, I've never tried boxing. I've never punched anything. As far as actually no, I probably did in karate when I was like 10. I must have punched something when I was 10, but do I remember? No. So maybe not since I was a small child. I have not punched anything. It's definitely a good workout. But so is dancing. I feel like dancing is one of those things where like you do it for like 10 minutes and you're like, why am I so tired? You know, like because I feel like a lot of workouts that use your whole body are deceivingly tiring. because like you just don't normally use your whole body like that. But I feel like for me, especially with cardio, like I like dancing because I feel like it's not just about working out, right? It's about like there's like music involved and there's like you have to think, you have to remember the moves, you have to learn the moves, right? There's like a mental process to it, and I think that's fun as well. Like I feel like just running on the treadmill, I feel like I could never get that much into, you know? I feel like if there's like technique, if there's skill, if there's, you know, all that sort of stuff, or like knowing things and learning things, I feel like that's more entertaining. I feel like yeah, it kind of depends on the workout. A lot of sports do have that. I think that's good. I guess it depends. Like I guess the best workout is one you will do, and the best workout is one you enjoy. You know, or maybe one that you will continue to do, even if you hate it sometimes. Yeah, I've not played Just Dance in a while. Like I don't even know. I mean, I guess the next Just Dance game doesn't come out till the fall. But I can't in good faith like buy these games or like pay for the subscription. It's so overpriced and it's so like yeah, I'm not a fan of them. Like I'd rather just watch them on YouTube for free. I guess it'd be fun to do a dance stream. But I don't know what I would dance for that long. You know, like if it wasn't just dance, like I don't know enough dances. I don't know enough dances to do a whole set list. Maybe maybe I do my idol training stream where I get like one of those mics. I get one of those mics and I do the song and the dance, you know? I feel like I don't know enough of whole dances to do that. I feel like that'd be so tiring though. I feel like I would not survive the whole thing. I guess you just have to stop in the middle. Black Label's looking for more idols. Yeah, I'll prepare for my audition. Hyperventilating at the end. For real, for real. I mean, they must be out of breath, you know? Like, sometimes they're real sweaty, sometimes they're really out of breath. Just be born in 2010, true, true. Yeah, it's a. I don't think I know enough songs and dances together to do a lot of these, but maybe one day. What is your favorite K-pop song dance? To dance? I don't know. I think my favorite dance to do is probably maybe KDA. KDA. I like more by KDA. I think it's fun, and especially because I know the whole dance. Speaking of dances that I know the whole thing too, that one's quite fun. But there's a lot of dances I like that I feel like I cannot do personally. To watch and dance. To watch, I like a lot of boy group dances. Because sometimes they go like real hard. Especially like dance groups like 17. I like watching 17 dances. I think it's fun. Yeah, they're a bit too hard for me right now. Maybe if I practice and I improve, I can do them one day, but they're pretty tough. But yeah, speaking of doing my workouts and stuff like that, I think I'm gonna go eat lunch and then do my try and get some Pilates in myself. No burpees, no running 1 mile. I'll probably do Pilates at don't die. I won't die. I will never. I'm too lazy to push myself that far. No burpee. Maybe I'll keep learning my boom 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 dance. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'll leave it here for today. We'll stream a bit longer tomorrow. No burpees, only burpees after lunch. True, true. Third gen K-pop is the best. Has the most best music to listen to. I kind of lost track of all the gens. But yeah, sorry. I'm actually ending stream right now. But welcome in, Tom. Hi, bye. But yeah, I'll leave it here for today. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, as usual, 9 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, we'll have a longer yapping time tomorrow, probably. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Good luck with your weekend workouts. Bye.